Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and all rugby players far and wide, welcome to another episode of the Rugastana, your top rugby podcast in Jamaica and hopefully the Caribbean going forward with your host today, Xavier, Doc, and Rajiv Horton. We
Yes,
did say
sir.
that it's not really much of a controversial episode this week because nobody not really try to reach out to it, which is good and bad, I guess. We do have a few things to cover: POR, national training, potential selectees, sevens, 15s, all that good stuff. So I have a bunch to get through. I do want to address a certain comment before we start fully do. Yes, unless you have something constructive to put towards and I will comment them, best believe that I will respond accordingly. Yes, you, Mr. Christopher Green, who come up and talk about me look like a carrot, which is one of the most childish and dumbest insult never heard in my life. No, I'm not lie, I have never heard an insult like that yet. So that's it,
So,
unless you come with something sensible towards the podcast to try further with. But man, just keep your dumb stars to yourself. Brawling.
I tell you, for us, people like them, they talk, brother. I know they are too meds them, because they don't have much to say. Allow them make them talk. As what them are saying now is better than none of that 2 hours. So, all them are there give you more faction. So, them are, it's funny, because nobody is, we just start this now. Nobody never have nothing to say until we start pick up like a momentum. And then
You
all of
get
a
me?
sudden, everybody attack. Hold on, then
Yeah.
me, I'm alright, I'm quite alright.
I say, end of the season. So we're at that juncture again where POR will become a contention and from that national teams will be selected. Although I do have some gripes with the selection system, but that's for reasons outside of rugby. Some of it is rugby, some of it is not rugby. So we have the league leader, league shield winners, and the NCC champions in Thundercats and Dwayne Park Red Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, we know it's Blues and Reds, not per se St. Catherine and Kingston, St. Andrew, but that's neither here nor there. Because we have seen where certain players who were born in the Kingston area have shifted to the Blues, and some players who were born in the St. Catherine area playing for Kingston. So they just shifted it to Blues and Reds for anyone who is confused. My question to you, Raj, is there anybody specific from this season that you are hoping to see, apart from who we mentioned from earlier, way back earlier on previous episodes? Or are you still by the stance that these players need to be selected?
Um, to be honest, the those players are the standout players I've seen so far. Apart from what's his name, the 16-year-old from Catching. Let me name again. Not Amiki. I can't remember name. Apart from him, I don't see any other player that's to the stepping up to the plate for to say. But yeah, I'm not seeing other players when we are look forward to seeing making the PR team so far. Apart from the same old players, the younger players, apart from catching the other younger players, need to step up. They need to show them can do so we can actually see them the team. Not talking about U19 players, talking about players that are playing NCC. So yeah, same suspects as usual. I haven't seen any players so far. Well, but that's
Um,
alright. Yeah, more to see them.
I mean, For me personally, and this could just be a personal preference, I would like to see a different second row combination, which I mean, I guess it's always know that one time for Blues. We all know so somehow Ryan will get picked somehow, even though he hasn't been in the team that often.
Well,
But
I
I
guess
would love to see Joseph Day and Kieran Montague. They just whenever they play together, you get the best out of the both of them. I guess you
but
could say Kieran still need to refine himself in terms of how he runs, but there are more young players
yeah,
think they
but
need to go to the training still. Because I think that's our biggest problem.
in my opinion, I already see those two getting picked. So me not see no other upcoming. Well, Kieran and Joseph are upcoming players. Not in my opinion. You get me? I say, me not see nobody else where new or where stand out. You get me? I say, if woman I say yeah, me not far if it's them. Kieran, Joe, Lee, Brandon, Shanto. All of them are the usual suspects them. But we know say yo can step up to the plate and play.
Yeah, but I
So
wouldn't call them usual suspects, alright? Because let's be frank. Last year was the only time you saw Kieran selected, and that was his debut. So you can't really say a man is established in our system if he's only just made his debut. And really and truly, mm, Joseph has never played PR before and trying to play last year. But if we're being honest, it was a complete disaster.
for Shanto,
So
agree if we disagree. Let's put it that way.
I guess if there's any player that I could say is young and I would want to see is Alexander Grant from Dragons. Um, I do think him moving from fullback has brought out the best in him for this season. He's been quite solid for Dragons. I'm not sure if Reds are going to take that chance because Reds aren't exactly the type of team to mess with a winning formula, as they would proclaim. But I'm sure he could find himself on the bench, possibly. Who knows?
Possibly, but I must say it is a possibility. But honestly, let's be honest. Me not see my get picked for Reds, and I just the truth. Me not gonna beat you on the bush. Me not see my get picked for Reds, but as I say again, it's a possibility. So let's see. But
Uh,
POR this seat at POR is what? I think there's a one game only, so winners take all. So it should be interesting to see how both teams prepare for this, knowing that they don't have a second leg. Say, oh, all right, if we win the first leg, we can go back for the second leg. So it should be fun to watch. Should be fun to watch. Um, the females, like when the females played, when was it? Which POR female them play again? 2 seasons back? I did no, they played last POR, yeah. They played last POR. It was good to see the females out. It was good to see the females out playing. Not sure if that will be the same again, but all I have to say is the female players, or some of the female players, I think they need to turn out to training because you only have the same set of females coming out the training, whether it's for Reds, Blues, Sharks, um, Catherine. It doesn't matter. The same set of players turning up day in, day out. Not sure what the issue is with having the females turn out for training. I don't know. I don't exactly know why, but this is my message to them: is like take the sport a little bit more serious than you are now. Come out training, come out to matches. But I'm tired to see, yeah, have. match a play and then you sit down and wait for females to come out. Like, come out and match them. People actually enjoy watching the females them play. So turn up, show out, put out on the best showing and enjoy the sport. I say when I else to say. Just come out and play.
I mean, I will say this, and maybe this is a controversial point to take, but while I do agree to some extent that training needs to be taken seriously, if there's no payoff apart from we can make a national team and go overseas and potentially work and this that. I mean, I'm not saying that that is not motivation enough for some people, but life is not so simple for others. I'm sure they have their reasons why they not attend training. And right now, I can see the majority of the national team be flooded with JDF and BB Cook players. So it's not going to be just a bunch of Sharks and Washington Bulls players. Really, right now, JDF and BB Cook are producing some players that can overtake them. Sharks have the great experience. Sharks are slash Bulls. But I think it goes for both the male and female that it's just unfortunate. Yeah, someone might have more talent than the other, but life just comes in the way. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong for saying that, but that's just how I see it from the outside perspective looking in. So,
Well, I agree. I agree. But as I say, them doesn't even take it more seriously. Nah, me nah gonna say them not have things to do outside of the sport, you know. All of you have things to do outside of the sport cause it not pay with. But if you're gonna say you come a training, come a training. If you're gonna come a match, come a match. And I guess me just done it there so. Well, just let's see how it plays out after. Because hopefully
mhm.
it can go back to the stage where it was before. So let's see.
All right.
Um,
So, well, we're moving on to everybody's favorite competition that everybody loves to run to play grade sevens.
yes, sir. Well, you have a few sevens tournament coming up. You have Thundercat sevens, the Mona Titan sevens, Moonlight sevens, Jacob Thompson sevens. I think you have Sun Splash sevens as well, and a few more seven series. Should be interesting. Now you have the same old teams, Chatrin, um, Titans, Nashref JDF I got enter, and
Well,
um,
enter sevens.
yeah.
Of course, what was that one?
So then I missed that one.
Yeah, yo, all right. Let me be very clear when I say this. And this is not to spark any form of a union versus league. Because the last time I did that, me have man come call my phone 3 o'clock in the morning. So me already in it. There is just something about union that just gets players going. Like in case someone union tournament a player want union match a play, them feel energized. Them say, yo, we can take on the world. So if they have this much motivation to do this, why exactly is it that the turnout for our sevens program nationally at the same sort of money I see? You're not seeing any difference. And I fail to see how we have a 15s program and we have yet to qualify or even make an attempt to qualify for a 15s World Cup. I find that to be criminal, to be honest, because we have this bunch of teams, right? Or this bunch of under 19 tournaments where we have this bunch of players. Well, we just have create them for us. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when T20 came into cricket, right? The minute it came in, it was the only thing that West Indian players favored, and at the detriment to everything else, it was the only thing. Go. I'm not saying that a man of favor when he want to favor in a Raji. Don't get me
Mm,
wrong, you know. Man of favor in 7s and 15s, be my guest. But there has to be some form of end goal. And maybe someone is going to educate me at the end of this podcast and then say, oh, it's not that easy. But it has never been easy for us. Oh, third world country. We've been a play against teams that are supposed to be left, right, and center. But we keep on a cruise so we can match them and even beat them. So why is it that we are limiting ourselves to just play sevens, get beaten, beat a 1 and 2 team, and say, yo, we are still here? Like, is that the only thing that we think we can achieve?
Well, as far as let me just say something, cause I know the man will come jump and argue, but Jamaica did qualify for the World Cup a couple years back, so let me just get that out of the way. Let me get that out of the way. As far as 15th program go, I'm not see a structured 15th program in a long while. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But based on my what I'm seeing, I haven't seen a structured 15 program. Well, none that is as structured as a 7 program that they're having. And one thing I've always have a problem with is if there's a tournament coming up, whether it is 15s or 7s, U19, whatever it is, there's no training until a month or 2 months before that tournament or that competition. And it makes no sense to me. We have enough talent on the island where we can have a consistent national training throughout the entire year. But we have players, we select we best 24 for 15s, and we have them a train and have other players coming in training, and you pick and you select and have these players fit. That is what I think. Yes, it costs money, we know that, but we have to have a structure. We have to have a structure. We can't always depend on one set of players to carry a flag. Because at the end of the day, these players are going to get old, and these players are going to fade out eventually. So what we are going to do then? We're going to start over back from scratch and say, oh, all right, we're going to bring up some new players. But it just don't make no sense to me. Again, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I just don't see it, and I just don't see how it's feasible to have only one set of players that play over and over and over again. As it's like most of the time it's like the man them not over go for come for win, then it's like go for playing sake, and it makes no sense. Like we have to go with the mindset here we need for win. And I just saw me see it again. I could be wrong. I could be
Could
wrong.
it could it be possible that the intent is not even to win? Or alright, let me change that statement because I know that someone is going to take that out of context. Maybe the intent is to win, but it's not to further 15s. Maybe structuring 15s is too detrimental, so sevens is far easier for them. Again, I could just be reaching here. Someone correct me in the comments if they want to. I just feel like, based on what we've seen the league team achieve in terms of reaching to a World Cup, and that they will attempt to do again a few months from now, I just feel like if Jamaica manages to make sevens, 15s, World Series, World Cup, whatever, would broaden the spectrum, get further recognition to the sport. Because really and truly, yes, the sport is more recognized now, but it still can be greater.
True.
Yes,
True.
everybody, I believe, I don't think there's a single person in the Caribbean that doesn't know who Mikel or Miguel Face is. I don't think nobody don't know who O'Shane Eddie is or Ronaldinho Fraser. Most of them guys have known around the Caribbean. But then when you look further in, can we say that our other local legends are as known as these people? So there's a separation. It's like it's a tier list. You have the players and everybody know up here, so the middle players then what we know, and then there's a young one nobody don't know. So it's like, how do we bridge that gap? Is it that the other players are not doing something what these upper echelon players are doing? Is it that there needs to be more training camps? So something needs to give, in my opinion, because we see all these sevens tournament and for a good bit, Titans never lose a tournament as far as we're concerned. Apart from the one off one them were Young Crooks, the then Cavalier team that was named Young Crooks. We have win
Mm-hmm.
before a bunch of transfers at Manchester City occurred, and then Cavaliers start win all the tournament them. Titans win every now and then. I mean, the last time St. Catherine Thundercats win one was way back when I was in college. I will
Yeah.
never forget that day. So it's like we're doing the same things, but we're not doing it in a different manner to get different results. Again, we could be wrong. Anybody wants to educate us, feel free. Hell, if you want to join us on our podcast, feel free. We are open to all opinions, even if we don't agree with them.
Yeah, but as I say, the 15th program where me know about, where me grew up, it's not there anymore. I say more emphasis is being placed on sevens, and again, I really don't know why. We have enough talent to play 15s. Like we did it earlier in the year when we play at Yuatan. We play, we win. So we have enough talents. We have enough talents to do it. So I just think that we need to put back the effort back in 15s and train the gents, keep training camps, whatever it takes to bring up back Jamaica rankings in at the 15 in at the 15th positions. But again, I could be wrong. So anybody want to educate us on that, feel free to. Again, we're open to anything you want to say. So let's see. Let's see. Um schoolboy um school competition U19 no sorry, not U19. Club Cup 15 competition. Ah boy. Don't want to sound too harsh or too
Negative.
negative, but the last 15 competition that played,
That's a farce.
very much so. Very much so. Like again, enough emphasis is not being placed on 15s. So it never changed. So these 15 competitions, you have the men's, you have Cavaliers, JDF, Mona Titans, St. Catherine Thundercats, Spanish Town Vikings, and Denham Town
Oh,
Hyenas.
so Vikings actually go play this time.
I am not sure. I previously stepped down from my position due to some issues. Not saying I cut off them fully, but me need some mental break. So yeah, soon go back, but not right now. Not right now. So I'm not
Man,
100% sure, but
I'm
that are
tired
the
of stress.
teams. I think Titans that win the last quote
Hmm?
unquote 15
Cavalier.
competition. Cavaliers. Oh, my
Cavalier
bad.
win.
My bad. I never did not really keep up with this. So Cavaliers are the
Cavalier.
defending champions. And on the
Yeah.
female side, they have Jaden Women, St. Catherine Lioness, and Mona Titans Women. To be honest,
Honestly,
Cavaliers are win back. I'm gonna see.
honestly, it's
Me
because
not say
there's not a
Cavaliers are win back.
consistent. No, hold on. It's because there's not a consistent basis for 15s. Yes, we can name players, but there's no basis of who we know is going to play for who. So it's like it's all over the place. We do know for a fact that most of the players that we saw from Thundercats
Are going to
will be
Cavaliers.
on Cavalier. The few players we know will be at Thundercats. Hoorah, good for them.
Mm,
But Titans isn't the force that it used to be, mostly because they haven't exactly been strengthening in certain key areas. But again, like there's no emphasis there. Alright, let me show you how bad it is. Even though league is extremely bad at this too, but I think Union is far worse.
mm,
There's no coverage, there's no updates, the no coverage and the little coverage that there is from people IG story. And I just don't see how it is the Premier Union competition, are supposed to do the Premier Union competition, and the updates that you get is here and there. So, and it not gonna change because clearly they don't care. The players them not care. And
Honestly, me not even gonna say don't care. It's just the lack of interest, in my opinion, in this competition. I say most of the what's the word I'm looking for? Most of the interest or attention is placed on sevens again,
yeah, but
which I don't
yeah,
agree with.
but even there, them not cover seven either. So if all of them interest in a one competition, it's still not cover the same thing. You get me?
Yeah, like man, that's the way I say now. But at the end of the day, if the players them that's a go play and I say yo, oh that's a player piece of medal, and the organizers realize, oh, all right, once they get the medal, them all right. Why them gonna push an interest tonight? Why them gonna put no little effort tonight? You get me? Say? So it needs to change, yes. Is it going to change? Maybe.
Man, catch
We just have
yourself,
to
go
wait
cook
and
your
see.
first.
We just have to wait and see. Honestly, we don't say enough people are gonna see this or hear about this and think say we are bash union. I'm not bashing anybody or any organization. I just want to see the sport grow. Both codes of the sport I want to see grow. That me want to see. More want turn on my TV like how me can turn on my TV and hear people talk about Premier League or whatever or something. You get me? More want turn on my TV and see CVM or TV just say, oh, them are going to show one rugby league match or one rugby union match or one sevens game or one sevens tournament. And that me want to see. That me want to see. So, more want to see the sports grow. Like Union did have this promotion thing going on when before before then switch over to JPL, Jamaica Premier League, where half time them do one self exhibition game. That didn't bring attention to the sport, and then for some reason it stopped. Me don't know why, but unless someone see the sports reach, more league a play one game and see them a cover them. TVG a cover them. Want see Union a play one game, the same thing. One sevens tournament a go on and me can stay home and turn on my TV and watch sevens for my TV. And that me want see. So me don't want nobody to come think say yo we are we are bashing nobody. We are not. We are just saying that a little bit more effort should be put into
If
these things.
if
That's it.
constructive criticism is considered bashing, then I think people need to go back to their educational
Well,
system that they
you know
came
what
from.
that people are gonna say. You know that people. You know, say certain people. Alright, let me rephrase that. I'm not want nobody to say I try to single out nobody. Some people don't listen for understand. They listen for reply. Them are gonna say, yo, we are bash you and we are this or we are that. We're not. We are not. We just want to see sports grow as me say. But people feel to say anything they want to say. And my granny always say, mouth cut sideways if you say anything. So people can't say anything they want to say. But that is just it. That is just it.
At this point, pe- people can talk what they want to talk. We know what we are trying to say. They don't understand. Feel free to reach out to us personally. Although me personally, I don't want nobody to ask me nothing because last time couple no try come to man phone no try disrespect me. And if I go try run off my mouth, no you go here. Reggie say yo, I need to behave myself. So
No, you
no
know.
don't text me.
No, you
You
know.
can reach out to it for podcast.
I'm glad that you them are reach out and not me. But anyways,
Yeah man, that's how you broke up a while ago. Oh drunker. Yeah man. Wicked. That's for reach you. Thing good man.
no.
Thing good.
But I'm
How
just
are you?
saying. I'm just
How
saying.
how are you?
Brother,
I'm a good one.
it's not even that, you know. You see, some of them people are not no manners, them not no respect, brother. And I just eat that. And them people that bring down the sport, and me not go hide and talk. And them people that bring down the sport, them people that need to just hold a back seat. But the people that want the sports grow, work what they need to work, do what they need to do, get the sponsor what they need to get, and move on. Brother, and that need to go on. That need to go on. Me tell you what I'm going already, you know, and I've been disrespected before. Me never take it lightly. That's what me never say. Well, me never need to say it still, but you know, younger days, never too mature at the time. So things I want to say.
Man say
I'm
younger.
not proud of it.
Man say,
I'm not proud of it. It done gone already, but yeah, some man just need to step up on the thing, man. One back seat, but the man them we want the thing grow, do what they need to do. But it is what it is. I'm say me just want lie down in my bed one day and say, yo, me can turn on the TV and watch some Jamaica League or some Jamaica Union and me feel good. Can be overseas and me can say what I go on. Me no need to call nobody and I say, yo, I want to go on. I come to I go, why score? Me can sit down and watch it. Me can, you get me? And that me want to say. But we just have to hope for the best. I hope for that. Um, any final words?
I mean, respect for the continual support. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Always helps. Apart from what has been spoken today, I mean, I am going to react to this like how I reacted to Tottenham Hotspur drawing and West Indies losing. I am at the point where if anything does happen, it happens. I'm not going to put up my hand and celebrate, and I'm not going to pretend to be a banner, and I will be tempering my expectations, as I have always been.
I guess in an Arsenal fan and a Spurs fan, you just learn to do that, eh? It just come naturally.
Brother, listen to me. If you support any of these teams, you are willingly looking for problems. I'm not here. Nobody want to tell me say.
But yeah, looking forward to the 7th series, the 15 competition, PR as well. Have some really exciting content coming your way. Working on it, so look out for that. Um, As Doc said, thank you for the continuous support, the subs, the like, the shares, the comments. Uh yeah, really appreciate it. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting. Beanie, yeah, me see you talk about you want know which player we are talk about. Two episodes from now, can go watch it. Can go watch it. We see who we are talk about. But anyways, apart from that, thank you guys for
If
joining
if
us.
if 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 him not know who we are talking about, God going,
You
so
can go watch episode. It did it. It did it. You know come back.
no,
You
me
can
just
go
say
watch it.
no, me just say slow. That's all I say.
No, so make you go watch it so we can get the views, more the views. Don't give no
Wishful thinking.
so wishful thinking.
Me give people hint. Me, yes, me, yes, me. This, you know, so as a next thing too. This is more for the personal note, you know. I find it find it very interesting. Say, yo, man, I reach out to me to do editing for them, you know. I was at the point to say, yo, I find this so amusing. I call also say, yo, if I this alone me have. We did one response and say, we don't have you have YouTube can cut it yourself. I was gonna play NCC. Me are you?
Listen to me. After we beg and plead and ball, the man and video then game. Eh? How much view
Brother,
them video and post? Eh?
the only reason why, let me say this, the only reason why those clips were even posted to my rugby page and my TikTok is because I wanted to screenshot the best moment of the game. I don't person have to know now, no. Yeah? Right.
Listen to me. Listen to me. The man and the video then game and post them up. Like, me I go try video most of the games them. Me not promise somebody that you know, but me I go try video most of the game them. By my
Brother,
purpose. So if you don't want to cut video and get video on yourself, you don't know if you have to find them. Simple. Man and if
oh,
video them game stills. And
oh,
that's the
there's,
next thing, you know. You see, we are go off. We are go on a tangent, you know, but me need to say this.
alright, right.
Well, I know, me need to say this. This is one of the
Mm-hmm.
next thing to where I go help the sport grow. The man them need to put training video. You get me? Um, game pics, game video. All of them something. Them look at highlights of them. Look at 1 minute, 2 minutes video. Video the game them post the game them on YouTube. Something. Them things are gonna gain traction to the sports and make the people realize say yo, the sports are grow. As it gonna start everywhere. If your team video phone a game I don't have pictures and on post it and they say yo, ask a friend of a post it and that friend ask a friend of a post, you know, fire it reach. And them things are them little things that we are talking about. Man, them need to do them little things that will help grow his sports. And you can't just sit down and depend on the quote unquote bigger heads. We need to do our part as well. But I digress. I digress. Anything else?
Alright, that's